Welcome to the Magic of Daily Practice. My name is Molly Reamer from Bridget's Grove and 30 Days of Goddess, and I am here today with just a very quick little video for getting started with this particular practice for this month. And so 30 Days of Goddess is all about making space for the sacred and for yourself in your very own life. And it is a simple process or system that I have created for helping you make that space. I would like to be clear from the beginning is that daily practice, there's no right way with daily practice. There is no behind and there's no too late. You can always begin again. You can always start from now. And there isn't a specific way that you have to do it. It's about crafting practices that fit your life, that suit who you are and what you need, and that help to nourish and support you in your spiritual growth and development where you are. And so that said, I have created some really simple and powerful ways to fold daily practice into your regular life. And so that is what I'm here to share with you, knowing that you can make this your own. So the first thing I want to remind you is that you are your own sacred space. You don't need anything else except for your own body and your own breath for a daily practice, for a goddess-centered spiritual practice, for a 30 Days of Goddess practice. You don't need anything except for yourself to begin with. And so one of the things I often say is that your feet are always on temple ground. You are your own sacred space. No matter where you are, you always have you. And so if you get to the end of the day and you feel that craving for something more, you have an opportunity, you have an invitation, you have a doorway right in that moment. And you have your heart in your chest and your breath in your belly and the fire in your eyes. You have what you need. So the next thing that you may choose to have for this daily practice experience is a prayer book and the little set of daily cards that I've made for you. And you will find those in the resources section in this module. You will find those things. And so for a very, very basic daily practice, you only need those two things, the little book and the little cards. And you can buy a book from us. We have printed prayer books in the shop, or you can make one using the files that are attached in the resources section. And I have various videos and things like that about how to make one. You can staple it, you can sew it, etc. You can also use a blank notebook if you have one, a blank sketchbook, etc. But the very basics of the core, simple daily practice are the little prayer books and the little cards. You can, the video following this one will share some other ideas of how to create a simple daily practice without making a book. But for the purposes of this initial welcome video, I want to encourage you to have a book, because that book becomes a container for you. If a daily practice is about creating a container for the sacred and for yourself in your very own life, then the little book becomes kind of a physical representation of that container, a place to hold your magic, to hold your wisdom, and to support you throughout the day, not just in the morning. So the very, very simplest practices, and again, I'll go on in a later video to expand on those practices. The very, very simplest practice is to have a special place, and it can be, I encourage you to have it be somewhere that's very accessible to you. So in your own home or right outside your own home, not somewhere that you have to drive to or journey to get to, though that can be powerful too. For the purposes of daily practice, accessible and at your fingertips is really core. So a special place, that might be an altar that you've set up in your home, that might be a window where you can look out, that might be a deck outside where I am sitting at my house, it might be a meditation cushion, it might be a little portable altar space that you set up and take down every day, but a special place that you return to every day. It can also even be your own body lying or sitting in a specific place. So maybe your practice can be lying down in the morning in your own bed or on a yoga mat or sitting on a meditation cushion, but the same place that you return to over and over again. And one of the things about crafting that container, that one of the things that's so powerful and so magical about daily practice is that the container is the same, but then what happens inside of it is infinite. So what you can experience is infinite, but part of it is setting up this same container so that the infinite experiencing can occur. So the basic practice: have your special place, have your sacred space, return to it every day. Get your little card, read it out loud, or just let it soak into you. You can read it silently. You can carry the little card with you, stick it to your computer, or carry it in your pocket, or you can stick it into your little book. And if you have time, you may do a little bit more art or writing on the pages. But the very, very simplest, most basic of practices is to get to your special place, read your little card, stick it in your book, and then let's start there. That's your practice right there. So in the next video, I will share some additional ways of building a daily practice metaphorical blessing basket, if you will, and some additional ways to connect with the sacred in very simple ways as you move through the day. Thanks so much for being here, and may this practice nourish, enrich, sustain, and encourage you.